There's a desire that's burning on your heart right now. Something that you want to do so badly, but you're not sure how. I want you to think about that desire. It's probably something related to your success in life, love, or business. So what is success? How do we define it? Success is often thought of as accomplishment or achievement, usually related to money or fame, status or acclaim. So how do we measure it? Because success is subjective. There is no definitive barometer. So we often measure success through attainment, getting something. Getting a new job, getting a promotion, getting a certain income level, getting a new car, getting a house, or landing the right life partner. But even more often than attainment, we measure success through comparison. By holding ourselves up against other people, whether they're from television or film, social media, or in our community, and comparing ourselves to what we perceive as success in them. It's the comparison game, and we've all played it. I used to compare myself to people a lot. And when I compared myself to the successful people that I admired, I decided that they had a couple things in common. One was that they had gifts. These people were special. They were different from me somehow. Another was that they were capable of making the big decisions that led to success. And a third was that they were, on some level, they were just ready for that high level of success. Believing these things gave me permission to stay small. If you met me 10 years ago, you would have met a very different woman than you're meeting today. 10 years ago, I was fresh out of a long-term abusive relationship. I was careening in a downward spiral of addiction, abusing prescription pills, alcohol, and cocaine daily. I was deep in the throes of disordered eating, starving myself to be skinny. I was 50 pounds lighter than I am right now, if you can imagine that. I was a financial train wreck. I had racked up $100,000 in credit card debt. My bank account was often, if not always, negative. And I was adrift. I had nowhere to go. I found myself bouncing between hotels and friends' couches, and in the bad times, beds of strangers. I had no job, no prospects, and no hope. By society standards, I was a failure. But you're not meeting me 10 years ago. You're meeting me now, here, today, where I'm an inspirational figure on stage at TEDx, a successful businesswoman running a multi-six-figure company aligned with my passions of surfing and stand-up paddleboarding, yoga, and women's empowerment. I have a beautiful husband and child. I have a fiercely supportive community, a popular podcast. I'm respected in my industry. I drive a new car. I live at the beach. I'm happy and I'm healthy. I have a job, you guys. I have prospects and I'm thriving. By society standards, I am a success. So what happened? How did I get from A to B? What was the big decision that helped me shift my life? How did I get ready for this kind of success? You want to know? Scooch right up to the edge of your seats, my friends, and I will share with you the secret. You ready? There isn't one. There are no big decisions, and you'll never be ready. The shift in my life was not a big decision. There was no dramatic exit from the life of addiction and self-harm. There was no triumphal entry into my new life, no fanfare, no major declaration. It was just me getting sick of my own shit, getting tired of the story that life was happening to me instead of for me. And I finally realized that no one was coming to save me. So I decided to change. And it wasn't a big decision, but a small, clear decision. It was a quiet whisper suggesting a new approach. Show up and tell the truth. Because it's only when we show up in 100% of who we are that the world has the opportunity to love us for our full, authentic selves. And it's only when we're able to receive that love in our full, authentic selves that we can start to love that person too, and then rise to thrive as our highest self. Because it's really not the decision that's big, but it's the decision's impact on our identity, who this decision will call us to be, and what parts of us we'll have to let go of. It's not the decision that's big, but how far the decision will take us outside our comfort zone. There are no big decisions. Think about quitting your job. Quitting your job feels like a big decision, but it's not a big decision. It's a series of small, clear decisions that this isn't right for you, and that there are countless other opportunities that are better aligned with your skills, your passion, your purpose. Or thinking about leaving a relationship that's not working. It feels like a big decision, but it's not a big decision. It's a series of small, clear decisions that you're not happy, and that there is a better love for you and your partner out there somewhere. Think about giving up an addiction or a habit. That feels like a big decision, but it's not a big decision. It's a series of small, clear decisions to stay in the present moment without medicating, without escaping into alcohol or drugs, television, sex, or spending. Even marriage is not a big decision. It feels like a big decision, but it's not. It's a series of small, clear decisions to stay in monogamy, to choose communication, to love each other on purpose. And it's making those decisions day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. So you're like, okay, Amelia, maybe there are no big decisions. But this desire that's burning on my heart, this thing that I want to do so badly, I'm just not ready. Well, what is readiness? How do we define it? Because readiness isn't a destination, it's not a measurable condition. The dictionary says that readiness, to be ready, is the state of being fully prepared. So how do we prepare? Well, we prepare in a lot of ways. We prepare through education, experience, through training, through careful planning, through practice. But no matter how much we prepare, life is still life. Life just keeps chugging along, chucking out banana peels, sending us on detours, throwing us curveballs. So no matter how much we prepare, we can never be truly ready. Consider the newborn. Baby gets conceived, hangs out in the womb for a couple months, 9, 10, however many it decides to stay in there until it gets too big and it gets the eviction notice. And when this tiny little being arrives in the world, are they ready to survive on their own? No, but they come anyway. Consider the soldier. They enlist in the armed forces, go and endure the rigors of boot camp, make their way through PT and weapons training and battle drills, and eventually they're active duty. They're dropped off in a war zone. Are they ready for the atrocities and for the suffering that they'll witness, that they'll participate in? No, but they serve anyway. Consider the virgins. They learned about the birds and the bees. They took sex ed. They chatted it up with their friends. Maybe they watched some videos. When the time comes to lose the V card, are they ready for the physical, emotional, and spiritual ramifications of sex? Probably not, but they do the deed anyway. Consider the newlyweds. They get engaged, post it on Instagram, plan the wedding, Facebook stalk their exes, and then the big day comes, and they're standing in front of each other, and they're looking at this person, and they're like, ooh, am I really ready for forever? Do we even know what that means? Maybe not. But they say I do anyway. Consider the parents. Are there any parents in the audience? Yeah, my husband and I waited until we were in our 30s to have children so that we would be ready. How do you think that worked out for us? Yeah. Got knocked up, read all the books, did the birthing classes, prepared the nursery, and then we had a baby. We brought the baby home, and it's like, oh my gosh, are any parents ever ready for what happens in that first year? And from what I hear, beyond and beyond and beyond until they're teenagers and forever. No, we're not ready. But we raise them anyway. Consider the dying person. They're born. They lived however many days they were given on this earth until they arrive at the last one. And as they stand on the horizon of this great unknown and prepare to take their last breath, are they ready to die? Maybe not. But they die anyway. When we say, I'm not ready, what we really mean is, I'm not worthy of this love or this success. We say, I'm not ready, but what we really mean is, I don't feel adequate for this privilege or this responsibility. I'm not ready might really mean, I just need more education. I need more experience. I'd like some more credentials, a few more letters behind my name so that I can feel legitimate, good enough. Sometimes we say I'm not ready, but what we really mean is I just need a little bit more time. But you'll never be ready. So, prepare. Yes. Educate yourself, good. Get the experience, apprentice, learn, train, plan, practice. But eventually, you're gonna have to show up, rip off the Band-Aid, and do the damn thing. There are people less experienced than you doing exactly what you want to do because they started before they were ready. So what about you? What about that desire that's burning on your heart? Are you holding off because it feels like a big decision? Are you waiting because you're just not quite ready? Are you waiting until next year to check that big adventure off your bucket list? Or are you waiting until retirement to really dive into your hobbies and your passions, the things that make you come alive and make your heart sing? Are you waiting until next week to start eating healthy? Or tomorrow to do your workout? Are you waiting for him or her to make the first move? Or are you waiting for them to apologize first so you can finally let go of that grudge? Are you waiting to be told that you are dying before you really begin to live? Maybe you're not ready. Start anyway. The German poet and philosopher Goethe said, "What you can do or dream you can do, begin it." Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. I think Goethe was onto something. Maybe there is a secret to success. The secret is to decide. The secret is to begin. And the secret is to keep doing both of those things day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. My success, the reason I'm able to stand up here today, my success is because I decided on it. I gave myself permission to shine. I asked for what I wanted, and I invited myself to the party of life. And I invited doubt and fear to come with me, and we partied, man. And life partied back. So maybe you're thinking, Amelia, that's great. That's good for you, but you're different. You're unique. You're special. Thank you. But I'm not. And neither are you. And neither is Oprah, Beyonce, Richard Branson, Steve Jobs, Tony Robbins, the late Dr. Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, Gandhi. Gandhi's not special. These people are not special. These megastars, these thought leaders, these change makers, these people simply chose to honor their gifts. They chose to stretch the concept of who they could be and lean into the challenges outside their comfort zone. These people chose to show up, tell the truth, work hard, and pursue their dreams. They chose to listen to the voice that was calling them not to a big decision, but to a small, clear decision about who they wanted to be and how they wanted to move in the world. And they chose to listen to that voice day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, until those small, clear decisions added up to a massively impactful life. These people did not wait until they were ready. They started before that. They jumped and found their wings on the way down. And these people did not wait until someone said they were special. They just showed up, anointed themselves, and did the damn thing. So that desire that's burning on your hearts, that thing that you want to do so badly, the success that you're pursuing, it's all just waiting for you to realize that you're not special. There are no big decisions, and you'll never be ready. Thank you.